Alright, so in this video, we're going to talk about the new 2022 Lowrider S. Let's check it out. What's going on, YouTube? FXCLS Brooklyn is back in the building. Coming at you with one of my favorite bikes ever made, the 1988 FXR, from a very crisp, balmy morning out in Brooklyn. Specifically, what we're looking at, 22 degrees, well below freezing. It is very, very cold out here, but you know how we do it on this channel. We don't like to roll the cameras if we're not rolling the bike. So yeah, let's get on the bike and let's do this thing. So yes, very, very recent announcement from the factory. The 2022 long-anticipated Lowrider S has been dropped. And as always, a lot of people have been asking me what I'm thinking about it. What is my general reaction to that? And first and foremost, yes, I know folks want to hear what I have to think about it, being the owner of the original 2016 Lowrider S. But first and foremost, I always love to hear from you all. So please, in the comment section, first and foremost, let me know what you think about the new 2022 Lowrider S. I'd love to hear about it. But yes, so long anticipated bike. You know, there's been a lot of leaks as the announcement grew closer. And I'm actually recording this on the day, the 26th, that they officially dropped the bike. And honestly, my reaction and the way I feel about it is 100% positive. There are a lot of really good things and a lot of really good decisions that I think the company made in terms of this bike. The number one good decision is just the fact that they are giving this bike so much attention and that they are doubling down on this bike and just really reacting to their rider base, and people love that bike. People loved the Lowrider S when it was a Dyna. People were sad when they killed it off, only making it a year and a half. And when they brought it over to the Softail platform, I think that was a major win for Harley-Davidson. So the fact that it's getting so much attention from the factory and the company itself, I think is already a huge win. So yeah, there is major wins about this bike, and I like the fact that they are bringing back the idea of what the Lowrider S was, and I guess what it meant to me in 2016. They are bringing that back for the new rider base, you know, folks who might be in the market for a new bike, specifically the younger generation, because let's face it, you know, what made the Dyna Lowrider S so great in 2016? Well, they're offering it with everything being premium. The biggest engine, the 110. It had a bigger engine than any other Dyna. Premium suspension. Blacked out everything. A look that was definitely in line with, you know, what the younger generation of riders was going after at that time. So I do think that right now they are hitting all the marks in that category. You know, you got that 117 engine. I think that decision was very, very important to make it stand aside from its predecessors, to make sure that, hey, you're getting this bike with this giant, unnecessary, I don't know, maybe necessary cubic inch engine to cause a ruckus, and you're getting it in our best handling frame with premium suspension. You know, I think again they are definitely checking off all the boxes that they had checked off in 2016, which makes me really happy, because, you know, in 2016 when I was in the market for a new motorcycle, those are the things that helped me pull the trigger on my Dyna Lowrider S, for sure. I also like the fact that they're offering it in the paint scheme that they are offering it. I generally really like that classic logo that they have on there. I love what they did with the emblem. That's one of my favorites, just the painted on Harley-Davidson. And I really love the fact that they're offering it in that Battleship Gray. You know, it's definitely, you know, dare I call it a trending color right now, but let's be real. Just every like new car I feel like I see on the road, I'm seeing it in that same Battleship Gray. So for whatever reason, in 2022, that is just a generally very popular color. And I really like it. I was a huge fan when they first released the Softail Lowrider S, when they had that Barracuda Silver. I really loved that color. And I was kind of sad when they sacrificed that to go with that Crimson Red or whatever it was. You know, I thought the Barracuda Silver looked way better and was way more unique, especially with the gold accents. So I like the fact that they brought back something that is silver or grayish, which is that Battleship Gray. Now, one thing I'm not so sure about is, like I said, back in 2016, the price tag of the Dyna Lowrider S for what I was getting was very appealing. The fact that I was getting a giant engine, an extremely well-performing bike, blacked out everything for under 17. You know, the original price tag of the Dyna Lowrider S was like 16 something. That original price tag back in 2016 was very appealing for me and definitely helped me pull the trigger on a new bike back then. So I'm wondering what you all think about the current price tag of the new 2022. Do y'all think it's like, you think it's too high? You think it's appropriate for what you're getting? You think it should be lower? You know, because I'm actually not too sure myself how I feel about that particular number. But I'd love for you all to tell me, like, what do you think about that given price tag that they threw on there? But yeah, the fact that it's, you know, the major win for me, you know, the reason why I feel so positive about that bike right now and where they took it, it comes down to the performance. And at the end of the day, they're giving you top of the line performance. The fact that they made that decision to throw that 117 in there, that's what really hits the home run for me at the end of the day. You know, everything else is great. Like, I love the other features that they have on there. But again, for my riding style, which is first and foremost performance oriented, that's kind of the route they went with that bike, and I'm really happy about that. So I'm just going to go out and say that I used to say this about the years of 2016 and 2017 because of the Dyna Lowrider S, but right now I actually do believe that this is one of the best years to be a new rider that is in the market for a new Harley Davidson. You know, if you are in the market for your first, you know, premium new bike, you know, you're ready to go that route, I think this is a really, really good time for you as a rider. So I'm happy, man. I mean, I'm definitely not in the market for a new bike myself. You know, we just picked up that 2001 FXDX. You all know me. I'm Dyna FXR till death. But I'm still just so excited for anyone who could be in the market for a new bike and now has this really good opportunity in front of them. It only took, 2017 till now? It only took 5 years, but here we are. So again, for the new riders out there, for the new rider base, I think this is a excellent time to be in that position. You know, one of the only things I don't really like about the bike, you know, is I don't like the fact that the gauges don't look like what I'm looking at right now. You know, one reason why I think people do buy those new Lowrider S's is because they still maintain somewhat of a classic feel to them. But to me, the mono gauge, I just don't like the look of it aesthetically, and I always like, number one, having gauges in my face, and then number two, having two of them. You know, just one of them kind of takes away from the classic look that I feel like anyone who's riding a Harley Davidson in 2022 is going for. Yeah, I like the fact that the original Softail Lowrider S's had the two gauges, and I liked when people were taking those kits and raising them up like I have right here. I thought that was an excellent look for those bikes. So I don't know, like, that's the only thing that I kind of really don't like. I don't like that gauge situation. But besides that, I think it's a home run. I think it's a win. I'm very excited about the news of the new bike. I think you should be too. And I'm excited to ride them. You know, I'm definitely excited to test ride them, put some miles on them, give you a review of what I think. But I can tell you off the bat, and I've said this before, like, I'm on a very old bike right now, talking about a very new bike. At the end of the day, those new bikes are going to perform better than a Dyna or an FXR out of the box. You know, anyone who's going to tell you different is crazy. Yes, can I get this FXR to match that performance? Absolutely, but it's going to cost me a lot of money. Let's be real. So again, if you're in the market for a new bike and you're looking to go performance oriented style over anything, honestly, I think that's kind of where we're at right now. You know, unless you are someone who's kind of married to the Dyna or the FXR frame like myself, you've ridden those frames, you know what they feel like, and that's what you want to go with, that's a different story. But again, if you're not married to the FXR frame, if you're not married to the Dyna frame right now, I would, you know, 100% be looking at those new bikes very, very carefully, you know, because again, I'm super excited about that announcement, and I'm not even anywhere close to being in the market to buy a new bike. So I don't know. I think it's a very good time to be a Harley Davidson rider. This is going to be a good year. I got a lot of positive feelings about this. But that's it, y'all. As always, I'm going to enjoy riding my Harley Davidson into the sunrise, usually the sunset, but the sunrise today. I would love to see what y'all think about this topic. So again, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And looking forward to getting a test ride in on those bikes when I can. As always, stay safe out there. Stay low. Ride FXRs, ride Dynas, ride Softails. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. And on that, FXCLS Brooklyn is out.